There we go. We should be back. There may have been some technical difficulties, but let me just check real quick and make sure we're straight. There it is. See, I don't know why I didn't do that the first time. Bummer. It's alright. Cool. No, so like I was saying, I bought this microphone because it was supposed to be, like, the best for streaming and everything, right? And then I get it, or well, not the best for streaming, like the best as far as like controller headsets go, because like obviously if I was that worried about it, I could just buy a microphone, like an actual, you know, computer headset or whatever, not headset, you know, those big old microphones that all the cool guys got. Damn. But I do not. Oh, okay. No, I just don't see any reason to do that right now. Like, not getting enough traction to really care, like, that deeply about the audio quality. But it's rough sometimes. So that's why it's so high up, because, you know, in the event that it's not, then any air that enters or leaves my nostrils is going to be also entering your ears. I'm not sure why it was. Occasionally, whenever I start streams, it'll do like it'll do a thing where it says I'm streaming, but then I'm not. Not sure what's up with that, but I think we got it fixed. I want to find my emblem. There we go. You guys think Resident Evil... I wonder if Resident Evil 9 is gonna have any, like, obviously it's gonna... That's a silly question, actually. Every Resident Evil game that we've gotten in the past, like... What, I guess since 4, right? Let's see, Revelation... Okay, let's see. 4 had the medallions. 5 had the emblems, the BSAA emblems. Revelations 1 had the handprints. Resident Evil 6 had the blue medallions, or not the blue, the emblems. And Revelations 2 had, like, the spray paintings or whatever. And then we had 7. It obviously had the antique coins. 8 had Goats of Warding. 2 remake was Raccoon Dolls. 3 remake was Charlie Dolls. 4 was the Castellans. So I do wonder if we're gonna get you know, another. Actually, it's probably, yeah. I do wonder sometimes if we're gonna get another, like, if what Resident Evil, not if, I guess it's kind of just a given at this point, but I wonder what the collectible is gonna be in Resident Evil 9. Hoping and praying they don't have a read all files trophy. I'm really glad that 4 Remake got rid of that trend, and I'm hoping it stays that way, because that was possibly, like, I mean, just every, like, okay, currently I have Resident Evil 2 Remake sitting at 96% for the trophies. Gotten 96% of the trophies. And I think I'm only missing 2 trophies. The first one is collect all files, and the second one is the platinum. So, like, I just really, where's the emblem? I just really don't want them to do that to us again. 'Cause Like, even right now I'm playing Village, and I just know, like I've already done, like, 5 runs without a guide, and I've actively searched, like, every corner of that place, trying to find the files, because I really don't like, I feel like it's not cheating or anything, but I just feel like, well, to me it is. For my personal, in my brain, that's cheating on my end, if I look up a guide or something. Now, I don't think, like, other people can do it. I don't think that's anything to be ashamed of. But me personally, I'm not a big fan of having to look up a guide to get help to find something. Because it just doesn't feel as rewarding. I'm like, oh, nice. Me and everyone else who watched this video, like, did the same exact thing. Which I guess, like, regardless of if you get the video or not, everybody who has the trophy is going to be doing the same shit to get it. But, like, it just feels more rewarding, I guess. It's kind of like steroids with bodybuilding. It's like, yeah, it's cool, you can achieve your goals, but how much of that was you achieving your goals, you know what I mean? I think steroids are a thing that get misunderstood a lot, though, because it's like, you don't just blow up like a... Well, okay, so, I was about to say that, but I'm actually, it kinda is like that. So, like, people who take steroids will, there's been multiple studies where they give people, roids, whatever it may be, trin or test, and they, like, every subject, no matter what, they did a thing where, there was no, what do you call it, no resistance training. Buddy? Oh, dear. Oh, he should be dead. Yeah, they did a study where there was no resistance training at all. I just read about this, like, a few months ago. There was no resistance training, but they gave their people roids, right? I don't know what the doses were. I don't remember. I could find the study. But, like, it was crazy. Like, people who took steroids and didn't train, just continued living their normal life, literally, like, grew muscle. Just doing life. Like, pounds of muscle. But, of course, there's a drop-off. It's kind of like it goes up, and then it, like, starts to flat out, and then eventually, it goes down if you're not, like...
I heard you took care of that last request.
I was talking, buddy.
On behalf
Oh, wait.
of my compatriots, I thank you, friend.
Of course, buddy. Of course, friend. Yeah, so that special dialogue for completing all the, yeah, there we go. Jack of all trades.
Good things on sales.
So we're gonna keep buying these.
Go wrong with that.
Gosh, we're so close to the end of the game, and I don't think we're gonna be able to fully upgrade that knife. Not that it matters, we don't need to, but, like, I'd like to. By the way, what he's humming right there, that's Serenity from the original. I don't know if that's actually true. I can never hear it myself, but that's just what people have said. Like those fun fact YouTubers. Top 100 things you didn't know about Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'll never make one of those videos because I didn't know the shit either. Hell, I mean, like, I just can't. That's one of my things. Like, I couldn't get behind that. Like, making a video like top 10 things you didn't know, because I probably didn't know that shit either. Like, being real.
That's about all I can do for this weapon. Although, no, never mind. Molding a weapon.
I didn't know he had a dialogue hinting at the exclusive upgrade. It's not really a hint, it's right there, but, like, pretty cool. Just carrying fish around, it's whatever. No, anyway, I feel like steroids are a thing that's, like, people think that if you do them, you, like, can't attribute any of your growth to, like, your hard work and dedication. It's just like, no, the steroids did it for you, and that's not entirely true. Like it's not even really true at all. Because like the amount of muscle you will gain from steroids by not working out is like, it is pretty impressive, but it stops. Like if you're someone who takes steroids and then doesn't do anything else, like you don't train hard enough, you're going to still look average, right? You'll look like an averagely, you know, well-defined build, but you're not going to look like you're on steroids. And I feel like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're going to take steroids, you want to look like it. Because what's the point, right? What's the point of steroids? It's to make you look better than you can naturally. I guess, you know, there's usually two goals with steroid use. It's either to be as big as possible, which is only worried about the muscular side of things, or to be as lean as possible while retaining as much muscle as possible. It's usually always those two things. Damn. And I mean powerlifters, of course, like they just, but that kind of goes into getting as big as you can be. I'm talking more like aesthetic type of deal. Where you're like an athletic roid user, those guys. You know, Ziz is a good example. You know, you look at someone like Arnold in his prime, that guy is not doing like flips and tricks. He doesn't have an acrobat build, it's just not optimal. His body just can't do that. So I think that, you know, that's definitely my goal, is like to be as big as possible while also being able to comfortably, like, well, you know, because I enjoy doing stuff, you know, related to, hell, what would you call it? I guess like aerobic exercise. I like aerobic exercise. I like being able to push myself during aerobic exercise, and I feel like, okay, I feel like, you know, obviously the bigger you get, like, even just growing muscle, not even like in a fat sense, like, you get heavier. Like, you start to move a little slower because you're heavier. You start to fall a little quicker because you're heavier. You don't jump as high because you're heavier. Like, there's, you know, so I think there's a nice balance. Obviously roids have their own, like, real big, they have their problems. You know, like the enlargement of every single organ in your body, including your heart. It's a pretty big deal in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people like if you're someone who has a thick rib cage, probably shouldn't take steroids, right? Because, like, not, you know, no one should take steroids, period, if we're looking at the health side of things. But usually by that point, if you're someone who takes roids, you aren't worried about the health side of things. You're like more worried about how you look than being healthy, right? You're not worried about the long term. You're just worried about looking sick while you're here, which is cool. That's fine. If that's, you know, the choice that you want to make as a person, there's nothing wrong with that, and that's definitely a subjective decision. Why does this happen? Why is this happening? Did I get so caught up in my yapping that I, like, that, no foreplay, just straight into stage 3 Plaga. Okay, alright. Damn. Yeah, you're getting clipped, bud. We just got a bunch of fellas in here, dude. No, I thought about steroids here and there. It's like, cause, you know, it is kind of discouraging. Like I'm 6'2", My girlfriend will argue otherwise, but I swear I'm 6'2". That's literally what the doctor told me. Anyways, it's really hard to put on muscle being, like, super tall. Then you got, you know, going to genetics, which, like, I don't exactly have, like, you know, there are some people who, like, touch a dumbbell and they do blow up. Like, they really do get huge just by, you know, lifting moderately heavy. And I was not one of those people. Like, I'm a very slow responder to muscle growth. There are a few muscles on my body that maybe do, you know, they do respond better than the others. My traps are a big one.
Ashley!
But, like, that's about it. The ones that don't matter, right? Which shows my biceps. I always hear about people like my chest. It is so hard to grow, dude. It's on those days. It's on chest day where I'm just like, dude, it'd be so much easier to shove a needle in my ass and just get huge. But I digress.
Looks like it's this way.
But also at the same time, like, it's my choice. So if I ever decide I want to do that, I will fucking do that. And everyone can cry about it because it's literally my body. Of course, I am also, like, deathly afraid of, you guessed it, death. So, like, I probably, for that reason, would stay away from it. But I also feel like steroids is not a thing that you should jump into or even consider until you've been training consistently for, like, 5+ years. Because, you know, a lot of people think, like, I just don't have the natural potential or whatever, and it's like, that's not true, first of all, because potential is only accurately observed in retrospect. So, like, basically you're not going to be able to gauge your potential until you give it everything you've got for a long period of time. Only then can you accurately assess your potential, right? Hey, that's a motivational quote in itself, man. As the late and great Mike Minter said, you'll never know how great you may become unless you try. And while that's kind of corny, it's also facts. That can pertain to anything you do, you know. It can pertain to being the best mechanic there is on the planet, the best cook, housewife, house husband, whatever. Being the best parent, being the best sibling, being whatever. Best in your class. I wasn't many of those, but I also never really, like, tried, and that's kind of where the problem arises. It's like, okay, maybe I could have been a few of those things. Maybe I can be a few of those things, you know, if I really put my mind to it. But it's so always, you know, something my parents told me whenever I was younger, my stepmom specifically was always very big on, like, if you would just apply yourself in school, you would do well. And I don't know if that's true, obviously, because I never applied myself in school, so, or at least, you know, I applied myself to a minimum. I did as little applying as possible.
Look, I bet we could use that.
You know, because I've always been bad about, like, I've always been bad about not liking something and then, like, just continue, like, thinking about how much I don't like it, you know? So, like, you might go to school, you might not like school, but you go to school and you do it, right? Whereas, like, I would go to school and then sit there all day and think, like, damn, I hate this place, right? And I would sit there all day and just think, like, I wish I was doing something else. I wish I was home. I wish I was at the gym. I wish I was working. I wish I was recording a video. Like, wish I was editing. Wish I was, you know, doing something. And so, you know, I feel like I kind of made it worse for myself in a way, or I made myself dislike it more because I was so, like, just hell-bent on hating school. And I think you can definitely do that stuff to yourself. If you're, like, just dead set on, like, I've met people like this all the time. You've probably met people like this, like, where they have a problem, right? and even I've been like this plenty of times, where they have a problem, and any fix or solution to the problem that you provide for them, they find a way to shoot it down. Or it's just like there are people who are so hell-bent on, like, disliking something, or, you know, so no matter what you do, might be a person, maybe there's someone that you know that doesn't like someone else, or maybe you don't like someone, and it's like, no matter what they do, no matter how much they redeem themselves, you just, like, for some reason, just could not ever bring yourself to really, you know, like them. And it's kind of the same thing there with, like, what I did to myself in school. It's like I was just so dead set on, like, hating school and always thinking about how much I hated it that I never really gave myself a chance to just be okay with it. And so I think I could have done a lot better if I would have, you know, locked in. As they say. As I say. I say lock in. Alright, that is the last expanded treasure, right? And then we just have the... We have the gold bar. Yeah, that's it. Yep, burglar, there's the trophy. So now we have to go back through... We did miss one treasure in the castle, so I'm actually clickbaiting. This title is a lie. This is the, this is the end of the 99% run, but,
Welcome.
we got all the merchant requests, got all the treasures in the village and the military island. Got all of the treasures in the castle except for one. Missed one. It's my fault. Haven't played the game in a while.
Stranger.
Looks like we're donezo here.
That's good work, if I do say so.
I still can't get that damn upgrade, dude. Okay.
Come back.
How many tokens do I have? Hey, we're gonna get all those fellas, all those little decorative things. The charms. Should we look at the charms we have? Shall we? Shall we you know, enjoy our last few moments here? Let me move the camera that way. We can do top left. It's not top left though. Sure, go for it. Top left. Am I gonna like that more? It didn't even move. The camera didn't even move. This is nonsense. Center left. There we go. I don't care. I don't care anymore. See, look, but now my fat ass camera's in the way. And oh, see, that didn't move the. There we go. I got it. Let me see. Camera options. Camera options! We got it. Boom. There we go. Okay. Sick. Look, now we're up here. Now y'all can see all the charms. We got 15 out of 32. I didn't know there was that many. I thought there was only like 15, to be fair. Got a few duplicates, though, that we could sell. What's like the best one we have here? Probably the knife repairs and the body armor repairs. What's Ashley? Ashley's actually really good. This is a killer combo, the Ashley and the green herb. This stuff's so cool that they had like the original models, though. I am a really big fan of that. Should we have just for fun have the OG? Yeah, that'd be cool. Should we change our case? I mean, we're done here. This is the end of the run, so I guess we can change our case too. Nice. Because we're going to have to lock in next run. Next run's going to be crazy. I'm not excited for that. See you, merchant. Love you to death, man. Hope to see a merchant return, and I'm really happy that the merchant is in,
Stay here.
what do you call it? Survival unit? Whoa. I know I'm the one who skipped the cutscene, but I was not ready for that. Yeah, no. I'm very excited for Survival Unit as it is, but the fact that they have, the merchant in it, I'm just like, hell yeah, dude. That's like, it's awesome. No, I didn't buy a rocket launcher. We're gonna do this fair. Though I'd like to kill him before he starts doing that, like, his whole, no use the door thing. go. Sometimes he does that, guys. Leon just needs a little push in the right direction. Perish! Not me. There he goes. He's doing the thing I just said I did not want him to do. Got it. Doesn't matter though. He already got him. Dude, no, Vistador's fuck. I've said this before. What's the plan after you transform into a mutant and win a fight? Do you just, like, walk around like that? Next question is, how do you get your essentials? How are you buying, like, toothpaste and food and toilet paper or whatever the essentials are? Is there something behind me? Yeah. Thought so. Is he gonna jump on me next? Am I the next victim? Oh, I fear I'm the next victim. I feel as though I might be the next to go. Don't start that shit. Hey, I've beaten this game like over 10 times. Never seen him do this move before, by the way, I swear. That little three-way vomit shit. Never seen that one. Dude. Alright, cocksucker, I'm... Uh-oh. Hope no. Got him. Oh! Leon, get him! Wait. This is the actually get him part. Here we go. Yeah. Damn. What guns do I have? Nothing? No guns? How have I found myself in a situation during an assisted run where I have no, like, anything?
A monster in and out. Still, I need to cut this date short. It's not you. It's you.
Just reload the gun, dude! How long do we have to wait for a game where the character knows? Like, there's an AI that just knows how to reload your gun for you and knows when you're low. That would be sick. But at that point, are you even playing the game, or is the game playing for you? You know? Hey, so I didn't know I was playing Resident Evil 3 Remake. This is so crazy. Give it to me. Also, flipping that, because... Alright, can we keep it, is the question. I would like to keep this rocket launcher. It won't let me switch my weapon, I have to use it. That's annoying. See, in the original, you can keep the red rocket launcher if you don't use it. Or the special rocket launcher special, in parentheses, is what they call it. You're so cool. Got him! Zero, zero, zero. Just a whole bunch of donuts, dude. No more treasures. I don't have to open my map anymore. This is great.
Okay, let's get out
This
of
is
here.
great. Now, isn't there a trophy for getting through the boat section without taking damage? And if so, have I gotten that trophy yet? I don't remember. Let's find out. We'll just go for it anyway. I feel like every time I go for this trophy, I feel like every time I go for this trophy, I have to try a few times, so... Oh, yes.
They're nothing now their master's gone. It's over.
They're nothing. Look at the ratties. Can you kill these guys? Pretty sure you can. Alright, you wanna die?
Not bad.
That was stupid. Just hit a rock.
You like thrill rides?
Every time he says that, I forget that that's exactly what Louis said, dude. Well, not exactly. Don't tell me it sets me back here, though. Like, tell me it puts me next to the boat. If it doesn't put me next to the boat, we're not restarting each time. We're just gonna hope that I get it there. Okay, it does put me next to the boat. That's better.
You like thrill rides?
Love them. I've seen people drive safer in this section than they do in real life. You can hit the little things, but if you like knock up against anything, it's wraps. Like that. Let me see if I've gotten the trophy, because if I have, then I don't need to worry about it. I can get that literally at any time. I'm not too stressed. Look, guys, back up. You could choose. Maybe you can choose. Maybe I should try to pull my. I'm gonna flick my stick backwards next time, and we're gonna see what happens. Maybe. That has to be a coincidence. There's no way. Yay! Alright, back again. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It just kind of picks for you. Alright, dude, we are done, so... Get me out of here. Get me out of here. The bullet or the blade? What was my score? Probably an A, right?
Excellent.
Yeah. Nice. We got it. And we'll save over this one. Sick. I guess I can play some mercenaries for a little bit. Or we could just hop right into separate ways, because why not? Well, I do want to buy some stuff with the challenge points. They should stop abbreviating challenge points, by the way. Well, I don't even have anything good that I can buy here, actually, so they like weapons, kind of locked behind everything. An accessory for Leon. Does it protect me from headshots? Could go through and... See, this is what I wanted. That's like the figure, right? Yeah, the model. We want the actual costumes. Do we want undercover or do we want dress? We want dress. And then the blonde hair. Maybe those. We'll judge whenever we get in there. Can do like a chapter of separate ways on professional. New game professional. Ah! I scare you?
And here we go. This way.
Okay.
Is it close?
Not exactly, but it's safe.
No Amber, no deal. You know the terms.
We're good. We're good. What do you want with it anyway?
I don't know. Yet.
Because she doesn't... So does Luis just spend the whole game thinking that... I really wish they kind of went more in depth with what's going on there, because this makes it seem like Luis thinks that Ada specifically wanted the Amber for some reason, but like, he knows that Wesker wanted it, right? Like, surely he doesn't think that Ada actually cares about it. Is that a perfect fury? Had to have been. Okay, well, that sucks.
This is all I had.
You aren't even real. Hey, so, correct me if I'm wrong, but the only one that should be able to damage me is the actual one, so I fail to understand why they would do that. It's the one with glowing eyes, right? Oh, it's you. You don't have glowing eyes, you're just weird. Yep. Wow. Professionally in a joke, man. Don't tell me you're the real. See, why did you even have a hitbox? Why do you have a hitbox if you're not real? Oh, you're real though. You do a real amount of damage. These fake ones, dude.
And stay gone.
Yeah, she said. Remember whenever this dropped, I stayed up all night and beat it in one sitting, which isn't like a crazy feat or anything. It was only like 8 chapters, right? So, they were like,
That's where I need to go.
what, 2 minutes? It still took me like 4 hours or some shit like that.
You have the means.
I took school off for it. I have taken school off for every drop pertaining to Resident Evil that I like.
Understood. But maybe a little.
Like in high school, anyway. I'm almost positive I stayed home for Village too. I don't think I had to stay home for that one though, because that was like
Disable the catapults.
20 I was gonna say 2021, but I honestly don't remember whenever Village dropped. Forgettable title anyway, but here come all the fucking fairy tale lovers in my comments. It was the best nonsense! Resident Evil 4! Shut up. Village sucks. Like Resident Evil wise? Trash. William agrees here. Yeah, it's no good. It is just no good. Oh, that fire does a fuck ton of damage. That was crazy. Whatever just happened there. Good thing this game gives you exactly what you need when you need it. 4 and 5 were always very good about that. It was 4 and 5, maybe 6. I don't really remember 6 being that forgiving though. Like 6 was pretty brutal. Like from what I remember anyway. I can't say I was really like, you know, playing 6 religiously or anything. Cool. Should be able to get over there unscathed. Ooh, that would have killed me if it was like an inch closer. Okay, I just paused to make sure I didn't have heal there. This one can hit me though, yeah. Maybe we grab this, then we get out. Alright! We're done! Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, my God. Oh, my back. Oh, those fingers. Oh, that mouth. Oh, my God. Who is this guy? That is Placenta. Fun fact, this is Ada's theme from Resident Evil 2, in case you didn't know. Probably did, though. Okay. Alright, that's gonna do it for the stream, probably. My back hurts. I don't want to sleep. I'm gonna be up early. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace out, guys. I said peace out, guys.